Psalm chapter 81. Shout for joy to Elohim our strength. Raise a shout to the Elohim of Yaakov. Lift up a song and beat the tambourine, the pleasant lyre, and with the harp. Blow the ram's horn at the time of the new moon, at the full moon, on our festival Yom. For this is a law for Yisrael, and a right ruling of the Elohim of Yaakov. He appointed it in Yahusha for a witness. When he went throughout the land of Mizraim, I heard a language that I did not know. He says, I removed his shoulder from the burden. His hands were freed from the baskets. You called in distress, and I rescued you. I answered you in the covering of thunder. I proved you at the Ma'im of Meribah, Selah. Hear, O my people, and let me warn you, Yisrael. If you would listen to me, let there be no strange mighty one among you, and do not bow down to a foreign mighty one. I am Yahuwah, your Elohim, who brought you out of the land of Mizraim. Open your mouth wide, and I fill it. But my people did not listen to my voice, and Yisrael would not submit to me. So I gave them over to their own stubborn heart, to walk in their own counsels. Oh, if my people had listened to me, Yisrael would walk in my ways. I would subdue their enemies at once, and turn my hand against their enemies. Those who hate Yahuwah would cringe before him as a verdict forever. He would feed them with the finest of wheat, and with honey from the rock I would satisfy you. Psalm chapter 82. Elohim stands in the assembly of all. He judges in the midst of the Elohim. How long would you judge perversely and show partiality to the wrong? Selah. Give right ruling to the poor and fatherless. Do right to the afflicted and needy. Rescue the poor and needy. Deliver them from the hand of the evildoer. They do not know, nor do they understand. They walk about in darkness. All the foundations of the arrays are shaken. I said, you are Elohim, and all of you are the sons of the Most High. But as men you die, and fall as one of the heads. Arise, O Elohim, judge the arrays, for you shall possess all the nations. Psalm chapter 83. Elohim, do not be silent. Do not be speechless, and do not be still. For look, your enemies make an uproar, and those hating you have lifted up their head. They craftily plot against your people, and conspire against your treasured ones. They have said, come, and let us wipe them out as a nation, and let the name of Yisrael be remembered no more. For they have conspired together with one heart. They have made a covenant against you, the tents of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, Moab, and the Hagarites, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, Philistia with the inhabitants of Zor. Ashur also has joined with them. They have helped the children of Lot, Selah. Do to them as to Midian, as to Sisera, as to Yabin at the Wadi Kishon, who perished at Endor, who became as dung for the ground. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeb, and all their princes like Zabak and Zalmunna, who have said, let us take possession of the pastures of Elohim for ourselves. My Elohim, make them as whirling dust, as stubble before the wind, as a fire consumes a forest, and as a flame sets mountains on fire. So pursue them with your whirlwind, and frighten them with your storm. Fill their faces with shame, and let them seek your name, Yahuwah. Let them be ashamed and alarmed forever, and let them become abashed and perish. And let them know that you, whose name is Yahuwah, you alone are the Most High over all the arrays. Psalm chapter 84. How lovely are your dwelling places, Yahuwah Zabaoth. My being has longed and even fainted for the courts of Yahuwah. My heart and my flesh cry out for the living all. Even the sparrow has found a home, and the swallow a nest for herself, where she has put her young ones, your altars, Yahuwah Zabaoth, my sovereign and my Elohim. Blessed are those who dwell in your house. They are ever praising you, Selah. Blessed is the man whose strength is in you. Your highways are in their heart. Passing through the valley of weeping, they make it a fountain. The teacher also covers it with blessings. They go from strength to strength, appearing before Elohim in Zion. Yahuwah Elohim Zabaoth, hear my prayer. Give ear, O Elohim of Yaakov, Selah. O Elohim, see our shield, and look upon the face of your anointed. For a yam in your courts is better than 1,000. I have chosen rather to be a doorkeeper in the house of my Elohim than to dwell in the tents of the wrong. For Yahuwah Elohim is a servant and a shield. Yahuwah gives favor and esteem. He withholds no goodness from those who walk blamelessly. Yahuwah Zabaoth, blessed is the man who trusts in you. Psalm chapter 85. Yahuwah, you shall take pleasure in your land. You shall turn back the captivity of Yaakov. You shall take away the crookedness of your people. You shall cover all their sin, Selah. You shall withdraw all your wrath. You shall turn from your fierce displeasure. Turn back to us, Elohim of our deliverance, and cause your vexation toward us to cease. Would you be enraged with us forever? Would you draw out your displeasure from generation to generation? Would you not revive us again, for your people to rejoice in you? Show us your kindness, O Yahuwah, and give us your deliverance. Let me hear what all Yahuwah speaks, for he speaks peace to his people and to his kind ones, and let them not turn again to folly. Truly, his deliverance is near to those who fear him, for esteem to dwell in our land. Kindness and truth shall meet, righteousness and peace shall kiss. Truth sprouts forth from the Erez, and righteousness looks down from heaven. Indeed, Yahuwah gives what is good, and our land yields its increase. Righteousness goes before him, and prepares a way for his footsteps. Psalm chapter 86. Incline your ear, Yahuwah. Answer me, for I am poor and needy. Guard my being, for I am dedicated. You are my Elohim. Save your servant who is trusting in you. Show favor to me, O Yahuwah, for I cry to you all yom long. Bring joy to the being of your servant. For to you, O Yahuwah, I lift up my being. For you, Yahuwah, are good and ready to forgive, and great in kindness to all those who call upon you. Give ear, Yahuwah, to my prayer, and listen to the voice of my pleadings. In the yam of my distress I call upon you, for you answer me. There is none like you among the mighty ones, Yahuwah, and like your works there are none. Let all nations you have made come and bow themselves before you, Yahuwah, and give esteem to your name. For you are great and are doing wonders. You are Elohim, you alone. Teach me your way, Yahuwah. Let me walk in your truth. Unite my heart to fear your name. I praise you, O Yahuwah, my Elohim, with all my heart, and I esteem your name forever. For your kindness is great toward me, and you have delivered my being from the depths of the grave. Elohim, the proud have risen against me, and a band of dreaded men have sought my life, and have not set you before them. But you, O Yahuwah, are compassionate all, and showing favor, patient, and great in kindness and truth. Turn to me, and show favor to me. Give your strength to your servant, and save the son of your female servant. Show me a sign for good, and let those hating me see it and be ashamed. For you, Yahuwah, have helped me and comforted me. Psalm chapter 87. His foundation is in the set-apart mountain. Yahuwah loves the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Yaakov. Esteemed things are spoken of you. city of Elohim, Selah. I mention Rahab and Babel to those who know me. See, O Philistia and Zor with Cush, this and that one was born there. And of Zion it is said, each one was born in her. For the Most High himself does establish her. Yahuwah does right in the register of the peoples. This one was born there, Selah. And the singers and the players on instruments, all my fountains are in you. Psalm chapter 88. Yahuwah, Elohim of my deliverance, by Yam I have cried out, in the La'ila before you. Let my prayer come before you. Incline your ear to my cry. For my being is filled with evils, and my life draws near to the grave. I have been reckoned among those who go down to the pit. I have become like a man who has no strength, released among the dead, like slain ones lying in the grave, whom you have remembered no more, and who have been cut off from your hand. You have put me in the lowest pit, in dark places, in the depths. Your wrath has rested heavily upon me, and you have afflicted me with all your breakers, Selah. You have put away my friends far from me. You have made me an abomination to them. I am shut in and do not go out. My eye grows dim because of affliction. Yahuwah, I have called upon you all yom long. I have stretched out my hands to you. Would you work wonders for the dead? Would the dead rise to praise you? Selah. Is your kindness declared in the grave, your trustworthiness in the place of destruction? Are your wonders known in the dark, and your righteousness in the land of no remembrance? But to you I have cried, Yahuwah, and in the morning my prayer comes before you. Yahuwah, why do you reject me? Why do you hide your face from me? I am afflicted and dying from childhood. I have borne frightening matters from you. I am in despair. Your fierce wrath has gone over me. Your onslaughts have cut me off. They surrounded me like water all yom long. They closed in upon me altogether. You have put loved one and companion far from me. Darkness is my close friend. Psalm chapter 89. I sing of the kindness of Yahuwah forever. With my mouth I make known your trustworthiness to all generations. For I said, kindness is built up forever. You establish your trustworthiness in the Shemayim. You said, I have made a covenant with my chosen. I have sworn to my servant Dawid. I establish your seed forever and build up your throne to all generations, Selah. And the Shemayim praise your wonders. Yahuwah, your trustworthiness too, and the assembly of the Kodesh ones. For who in the Shemayim is comparable to Yahuwah? Who among the sons of the mighty is like Yahuwah? All is greatly feared in the company of the set-apart ones, and awesome above all those around him. Yahuwah Elohim Zabaoth, who is mighty like you, Yah, and your trustworthiness is all around you. You rule the swelling of the sea. When its waves rise, you still them. You have broken Rahab in pieces as one who is slain. You have scattered your enemies with the arm of your strength. The Shemayim are yours. The Erez also is yours. The world and all that fills it. You have founded them. North and south, you have created them. Tabor and Kerman, rejoice in your name. You have a mighty arm. Your hand is strong. Your right hand exalted. Justice and virtue are the foundation of your throne. Kindness and truth go before your face. Blessed are the people who know the trumpet call. They walk, Yahuwah, in the light of your face. In your name they rejoice all yom long, and they are exalted in your righteousness. For you are the comeliness of their strength, and by your good pleasure our horn is exalted. For Yahuwah is our shield, and the Kodesh one of Yisrael is our Solomon. Then you spoke in a vision to your kind ones, and you said, I have given help to one who is mighty. I have exalted one chosen from the people. I have found my servant David. With my set-apart oil I anointed him. With whom my hand is established, my arm also strengthens him. No enemy subjects him to tribute, and no son of wickedness afflicts him. And I shall beat down his adversaries before his face, and plague those who hate him. But my trustworthiness and my kindness are with him, and in my name his horn is exalted. And I shall set his hand on the sea, and his right hand on the rivers. He calls out to me, "You are my Father, my all, and the rock of my deliverance." I also appoint him firstborn, highest of the sovereigns of the Erez. I guard my kindness for him forever, and my covenant is steadfast with him. And I shall establish his seed forever, and his throne as the Yamim of the Shemaim. If his sons forsake my Torah, and do not walk in my right rulings, if they profane my laws and do not guard my commands, then I shall visit their crime with the rod, and their crookedness with flogging. But my kindness I do not take away from him, nor be false to my trustworthiness. I shall not profane my covenant, neither would I change what has gone out from my lips. Once I have sworn by my set-apartness, I do not lie to David. His seed shall be forever, and his throne as the sun before me. Like the moon, it is established forever, and the witness in the heaven is steadfast. Selah. Yet you have rejected and spurned. You have been wroth with your anointed. You have disowned the covenant of your servant. You have defiled his diadem in the dust. You have broken down all his hedges. You have brought his strongholds to ruin. All who pass by the way plunder him. He is a reproach to his neighbors. You have exalted the right hand of his adversaries. You have made all his enemies rejoice. Moreover, you have turned back the edge of his sword, and have not made him stand in battle. You have brought an end to his splendor, and have hurled his throne to the ground. You have shortened the yamim of his youth. You have covered him with shame. Selah. How long, O Yahuwah, would you be hidden? Would your wrath burn like fire forever? Please remember how short my time is. Why should you have created all the sons of men for nothing? What man would live and not see death? Who rescues his life from the power of the grave? Selah. Yahuwah, where are your former kindnesses, which you swore to David in your trustworthiness? Yahuwah, remember the reproach of your servants, that I have borne in my bosom of all the many peoples, with which your enemies have reproached, O Yahuwah, with which they have reproached the footsteps of your anointed. Blessed be Yahuwah forever. Amen and Amen. Psalm chapter 90. Yahuwah, you have been our refuge in all generations. Before the mountains were born, or you had brought forth the Erez and the world, even from everlasting to everlasting, you are all. You turn man back to dust, and say, Return, O children of men. For 1,000 years in your eyes are like yesterday that has passed, or like a watch in the La'ila. You have swept them away. They are as asleep, like grass that springs up in the morning. In the morning it flourishes and springs up. At evening it is cut down and withered. For we have been consumed by your displeasure, and by your wrath we are alarmed. You have set our crookednesses before you, our secret in the light of your face. For all our yamim have passed away in your wrath. We spend our years like a whisper. The yamim of our lives are 70 years, or if due to strength, 80 years. Yet the best of them is but toil and exertion, for it is soon cut off, and we fly away. Who knows the power of your displeasure, and your wrath according to the fear of you? Teach us to number our yamim, and let us bring the heart to wisdom. Return, O Yahuwah, how long, and be sorry for your servants. Satisfy us in the morning with your kindness, and let us sing for joy all our yamim. Give us joy according to the yamim you have afflicted us, the years we have seen evil. Reveal your work to your servants, and your splendor to their children, and let the pleasantness of Yahuwah our Elohim be upon us, and confirm the work of our hands for us. Confirm the work of our hands. Psalm chapter 91. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High, who abides under the shadow of the Almighty. He is saying of Yahuwah, my refuge and my stronghold, my Elohim, in whom I trust. For he delivers you from the snare of the trapper, from the destructive pestilence. He covers you with his feathers, and under his wings you take refuge. His truth is a shield and armor. You are not afraid of the dread by La'ila, of the arrow that flies by Yom, of the pestilence that walks in darkness, of destruction that ravages at midday. 1,000 fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it does not come near you. Only with your eyes you look on, and see the reward of the wrong ones, because you have made Yahuwah my refuge, the Most High your dwelling place. No evil befalls you, and a plague does not come near your tent. For he commands his messengers concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. They bear you up in their hands, lest you dash your foot against a stone. You tread upon lion and cobra, young lion and serpent you trample underfoot, because he cleaves to me in love. Therefore I deliver him. I set him on high, because he has known my name. When he calls on me, I answer him. I am with him in distress. I deliver him and esteem him. With long life I satisfy him and show him my deliverance. Psalm chapter 92. It is good to give thanks to Yahuwah and to sing praises to your name, Most High, to declare your kindness in the morning and your trustworthiness each La'ila, on 10 strings and on the harp to the sound chords of the lyre. For you have made me rejoice with your work. O Yahuwah, I shout for joy at the works of your hands. O Yahuwah, how great are your works! Your thoughts are very deep. A senseless man does not know, and a fool does not understand this. When the wrongs spring up like grass, and all the workers of wickedness blossom, it is for them to be destroyed forever. But you, Yahuwah, are on high forever. For look, your enemies, O Yahuwah, for look, your enemies do perish. All the workers of wickedness are scattered. But you lift up my horn like a wild ox. I have been anointed with fresh oil, and my eye looks upon my enemies. My ears hear the evildoers who rise up against me. The righteous one flourishes like a palm tree. He grows like a cedar in Lebanon. Those who are planted in the house of Yahuwah flourish in the courts of our Elohim. They still bear fruit in old age. They are fresh and green, to declare that Yahuwah is straight, my rock, and in him is no lawlessness. Psalm chapter 93. Yahuwah shall reign. He shall put on excellency. Yahuwah shall put on strength. He shall gird himself. Indeed, the world is established, immovable. Your throne is established from of old. You are from everlasting. Rivers shall lift up. Yahuwah, rivers shall lift up their voice. Rivers lift up their breakers. Yahuwah on high is mightier than the noise of many mayim, the mighty breakers of the sea. Your witnesses have been very trustworthy. Set apartness befits your house, Yahuwah, forever. Psalm chapter 94. O Yahuwah, all of vengeance, shine forth. Raise yourself up, O judge of the Erez. Render punishment to the proud. Yahuwah, how long are the wrong going to exalt? They pour forth words, they speak arrogantly. All the workers of wickedness boast in themselves. They crush your people, Yahuwah, and they afflict your inheritance. They slay the widow and the stranger, and murder the fatherless. Yet they say, Yah does not see, and the Elohim of Yaakov pays no heed. Take heed, you senseless among the people, and you fools. When would you become wise? He who planted the ear, does he not hear? He who formed the eye, does he not see? He who disciplines the nations, does he not reprove? The one teaching man knowledge? Yahuwah knows the thoughts of man, that they are but a breath. Blessed is the man you discipline, Yah, and instruct out of your Torah, to give him rest from the yamim of evil, until the pit is dug for the wrong. For Yahuwah does not leave his people, nor does he forsake his inheritance. For right ruling returns to virtue, and all the upright in heart follow it. Who would rise up for me against evildoers? Who would stand up for me against workers of wickedness? If Yahuwah had not been my help, my being would soon have settled in silence. When I said, my foot has slipped, your kindness, Yahuwah, supported me. When anxiety was great within me, your comforts delighted my being. Would a throne of destruction, which devises trouble by decree, be joined with you? They band together against the life of the right, and declare innocent blood wrong. But Yahuwah is my defense, and my Elohim the rock of my refuge, and brings back on them their own wickedness, and cuts them off in their wrongdoing. Yahuwah our Elohim does cut them off. Psalm chapter 95. Come, let us sing to Yahuwah. Let us raise a shout to the rock of our deliverance. Let us come before his face with thanks. Let us raise a shout to him in song. For Yahuwah is a great all, and a great sovereign above all mighty ones, in whose hand are the depths of the Erez. The mountain peaks are his also. His is the sea, for he made it, and his hands formed the dry land. Come, let us bow down and bend low. Let us kneel before Yahuwah our Maker, for he is our Elohim, and we are the people of his pasture, and the sheep of his hand. Today, if we would hear his voice, do not harden your hearts as in Meribah, and as in the Yam of Massah in the wilderness, when your fathers tried me, have proved me, though they saw my work. For 40 years I was grieved with that generation, and said, they are a people who go astray in their hearts, and they do not know my ways. As I swore in my wrath, if they enter into my rest. Psalm chapter 96. Sing to Yahuwah a new song. Sing to Yahuwah all the Erez. Sing to Yahuwah, bless his name. Proclaim his deliverance from Yam to Yam. Declare his esteem among the nations, his wonders among all people. For great is Yahuwah, and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all mighty ones, for all the mighty ones of the peoples are nothing. But Yahuwah made the Shemayim. Excellency and splendor are before him. Strength and comeliness are in his Kodesh place. Ascribe to Yahuwah, clans of the peoples. Ascribe to Yahuwah esteem and strength. Ascribe to Yahuwah the esteem of his name. Bring an offering and come into his courts. Bow yourselves to Yahuwah in the splendor of set apartness. Tremble before him, all the Erez. Say among the nations, Yahuwah shall reign. The world also is established, immovable. He judges the peoples in straightness. Let the Shemayim rejoice, and let the Erez be glad. Let the sea roar, and all that fills it. Let the field exult, and all that is in it. Let all the trees of the forest then shout for joy at the presence of Yahuwah. For he shall come. For he shall come to judge the Erez. He judges the world in righteousness, and the peoples with his truth. Psalm chapter 97. Yahuwah shall reign. The Erez rejoices. Many isles are glad. Clouds and darkness all around him. Righteousness and right ruling are the foundation of his throne. Fire goes before him and burns up his adversaries round about. His lightnings shall light the world. The Erez shall see and tremble. The mountains shall melt like wax before the face of Yahuwah, before the face of the master of all the Erez. The Shemaim shall declare his justness, and all the peoples shall see his esteem. All are put to shame who serve carved images, those boasting of matters of nothingness. Bow yourselves to him, all you mighty ones. Zion shall hear and be glad, and the daughters of Yehuda rejoice because of your right rulings, Yahuwah. For you, Yahuwah, are the Most High over all the Erez. You shall be greatly exalted over all mighty ones. You who love Yahuwah hate evil. He guards the lives of his kind ones. He delivers them out of the hand of the wrong. Light is sown for the righteous, and gladness for the upright in heart. Rejoice in Yahuwah, you righteous, and give thanks at the remembrance of his set-apartness. Psalm chapter 98. Sing to Yahuwah a new song, for he has done wonders. His right hand and his set-apart arm have brought him deliverance. Yahuwah has made known his deliverance, his righteousness. He has openly shown before the eyes of the nations. He has remembered his kindness and his trustworthiness to the house of Yisrael. All the ends of the Erez have seen the deliverance of our Elohim. Raise a shout to Yahuwah, all the Erez. Break forth in song, rejoice, and sing praises. Sing to Yahuwah with the lyre and the voice of a song, with trumpets and the sound of a horn. Raise a shout before Yahuwah, the sovereign. Let the sea roar, and all that fills it, the world and those who dwell in it. Let the rivers clap their hands. Let the mountains sing together for joy before Yahuwah. For he shall come to judge the Erez. He judges the world in righteousness, and all the peoples in straightness. Psalm chapter 99. Yahuwah shall reign, peoples tremble. He is enthroned on the cherubim, the Erez shakes. Yahuwah is great in Zion, and he is high above all the peoples. They praise your name, great and awesome, it is set apart. And the strength of the sovereign shall love right ruling. You yourself shall establish straightness. You shall execute right ruling and rightness in Yaakov. Exalt Yahuwah our Elohim, and bow yourselves at his footstool. He is set apart. Moshe and Aharon were among his priests, and Shemuel was among those calling upon his name. They called upon Yahuwah, and he answered them. He spoke to them in the column of cloud. They guarded his witnesses and the law he gave them. You answered them, Yahuwah our Elohim. You were forgiving all to them, though you took vengeance on their deeds. Exalt Yahuwah our Elohim, and bow down towards his set-apart mountain, for Yahuwah our Elohim is set apart. Psalm chapter 100. Raise a shout for Yahuwah, all the Erez. Serve Yahuwah with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know that Yahuwah, he is Elohim. He has made us, and we are his people, and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into his courts with praise. Give thanks to him. Bless his name. For Yahuwah is good. His kindness is everlasting, and his truth to all generations.